Okay, so we're going to start chapter number 2. And now topic is activities prohibited because they might lead to writing. So this is rabbinical, as we said many times. This is our holy rabbis building out for us fences. And it says, as a safeguard against the possibility of a person writing on Shabbos, the sages prohibited performance of the certain activities that often lead to writing. These other activities. Again, one of the activities done the pen, a pencil, all of this writing equipment, muktzah, right? You're not allowed to touch it. Okay, but there are other activities. A, borrowing articles for a long term. Okay, so when we borrow, like when somebody borrowed from us, something, and he's going to return 6 months, 8 months. So I had a person like that used to come to our house many years ago when I was much younger, very young, and he would take things and okay. Can I have it? Can I have it? I said, okay, yeah, you can have it. Right? He would say, I return. And then a year later, 2 years later, the guy comes to me like, I completely forgot. So with this guy, I mean, he's an honest person, but it's not in his mind to keep his word just because he borrowed something that he has to return promptly. Not so much. It's unbelievable. Like few things he returned, I completely forgot that I even had them. Right. So B. So why I'm saying that? Because some people write down, right? So somebody borrowed from me something, and they're going to return, I don't know, in January. Now it's May. Okay. So B, transferring ownership of any item. There is a buying or selling, giving gifts, and relinquishing ownership. Hefker. Okay, transferring ownership. C, measuring and weighing, in issuing a judicial ruling, right? It's separate category. And E, earning money. So earning money, as we understand, that's a separate discussion, and we had several questions about it, like how do you do it? If you're a babysitter, if you're a waiter, or if you do other work for somebody. Right, on Shabbos, are you allowed to being paid? And yes, and we said in some situation it is allowed to be paid, right? So, but that's a separate chapter. Okay. So, part number 1: borrowing from for a long term, right? The Mishnah on Shabbos, Mishnah states in Shabbos 148a. A person may borrow from his fellow pitchers of wine and pitchers of oil, provided that he does not say to him, lend me. Right? Of course, a pitcher of wine. So, I mean, maybe he said, okay, give me, lend me this pitcher of wine, and next year when we have a harvest, I'm going to pay you back, or I don't know. So for a long time. Of oil also, it's a seasonal product. If you don't have it now, if you don't have somewhere to buy it, right, it's only until the next season, right? The sages forbid to say the words lend me. The sages forbid the borrowing. The sages forbade the borrower to use the expression halveini, lend me, out of the concern that the lender might draw up the record in his loan. So meaning it's not for 1 day, for more than 30 days. Okay, halveini. However, the sages allowed borrowing to say hashleini. So hashleini, what does it mean? Which is another way saying lend me. The difference between the two expressions is halveini connotes long term, the loan that is not due for repayment for at least 30 days, right? Whereas the second one, hashleini, connotes a loan that can be reclaimed by the lender at any time. Meaning, it's huge difference. In English, I'm not sure. I don't think there is a different word. but in Hebrew, like totally different words. Like the words technically, like straightforward translation is lend me, but we see the content like totally different, right? For a short time or a long term. So if you agreed, I'll give you an example. If somebody borrowed you from you something for 6 months, so you cannot come to him like next week and say you want it. Right, the person was counted on this, and he started doing whatever he was doing with this. So it's a different story. So you cannot claim, but the second one, short term, right? So he said, look, you can keep it when I need it. I know where you live. Okay, so they smile, shake hands, and that's it. So meaning, but when I come to him and he said, I need to build something, so can I borrow your drill? I say yeah, you can borrow my drill. I'm not using it in the meantime. He said, but okay, I cannot work on my project every day, but you know what? As soon as you need your drill, just call me and I'm going to get it for you. Okay, so in this case, it's like short term. Okay, so that's a huge difference. The sages were concerned that the lender responded to requests for halva'ah might be inclined to make a record of the long-term loan to ensure that it would not be forgotten. Right. So as I told you about my friend from a long time ago. Right. With him, I'm not sure. Maybe he borrowed something and never returned. Maybe, but it's very interesting character. And they therefore forbade to use expression halveini, right? So borrow for a long time. When borrowing the commodities on Shabbos, they allowed to use the expression Hashileni. So meaning when you say this word or another word, so technically the other person understands that you need something on Shabbos for him to give you. That's it. That's the bottom line. So, but they say use only that word. Right? Because when the expression is employed, the lender will not find it necessary to record the loan, since he can reclaim the item after the short term. So, short term. Poskim state that it is forbidden to use the expression halveini, even if stipulating explicitly that the loan will be for a short term. So don't play this far. If this word means for a long term, so don't say halveini for 3 days. Okay. Obviously, these nuances of expression are peculiar to the Hebrew language. The language such as English, in which the expression lend me can refer to either to a long term or a short term, one may not use the expression even when borrowing for a short term. So in English, so you cannot use lend me in any case, right? There is other expressions that we can use. The only permissible language for borrowing commodities on Shabbos is please give me. So please give me meaning as a gift. Is a gift, right? So even you're going to return very soon, but the different story. Please give me to indicate that he is seeking to borrow the item and not to keep it, right? So it's not as a gift, but borrow, but not to keep it. Okay. The borrower is permitted to say, "Please give me this item to use, and I will return it." Right. So no problem. Or I will give back. I will give it back. Okay. So meaning don't lend me, but I will give it back. Okay. However, he should not say I will repay it. Right. Nowadays, it is customary for people borrowing items on Shabbos and saying lend me. Some poskim justify the practice by reasoning that since nowadays it is common to make written records only monetary loans, but not the loans of food and utensils. There is no concern that the lender might record the loan. Okay, so even today, some people say lend me because usually people. If you borrowed the canister of, I don't know, like, of oil or something, or milk, right? I don't know, half a loaf of bread. So nobody's going to write it down. Okay. Next, continue. Returning a borrowed item. Just as the sages forbade the long-term borrowing on Shabbos, so too they forbade repaying something that had been borrowed for a long term. Meaning what? Why? Because this person might get, oh, thank you very much. So, and maybe he's going to go to his office and he's going to read this note, right? Or like cross it out. So that's of course the problem. Okay, it is permitted. So I mean that you cause them with you returning this item, so you might cause them to erase something. It is permitted, however, for a borrower to return an item that he borrowed for a long term if the lender needs for Shabbos use. Okay, so long term meaning what? That there is a still possibility that he wrote it down, right? But if he needs it for Shabbos use, like we assumed he would not like tear the note or cross out. Okay, and B, the borrower does not say I'm repaying you, but says I'm returning your item, right? So he said I'm not repaying you, so I'm just returning your item. Okay, so I mean in the case where a lender needs this on Shabbos, the sages rely upon the usage of the phrase "I'm returning" to serve as a reminder to the lender not to erase record of the loan of Shabbos. So you like I'm returning, right? So meaning to remind him that don't go and start erasing things. Okay, so I think we can stop here. So next question, and we're going to make the break. Whenever on Shabbos, if you leave book at someone's house for their children to read, and they read and they forgot about it, and later that week you say that they can keep it. Is it like you giving the gift on Shabbos? I don't think so. It's very interesting question. So again the situation. Somebody brought to a family a book to read for the kids, and then forgot to take it. And kids, or even did not forget to take it. Like kids enjoyed so much. They say, can we keep it and can we read a little more? Right? So say, okay, read a little more. I'm going to take later, and then you call, and the mother say, yeah, thank you very much for the book. They enjoyed so much, and say, you know what? Let's keep it. Let it be my gift to your kids. Okay, so it's very nice. So in this case, it's not retroactive. So the question is retroactive. It's not. It's not because back on Shabbos you were planning to retrieve it, so it was not a gift. Right? Only now, when you spoke to the mother, like on Wednesday, and she said they enjoyed it so much, so you decided to give it to them as a gift. So there is no problem, right? It's no gift on Shabbos. So I mean, we're going to see there are ways how to give the gift on Shabbos, like at all of the technicality. Like you can go around, right? Even the person did not know how you can give a gift. You can assign somebody else as a shaliach and give it to shaliach. So the shaliach is his representative, right? You give it before Friday, and then and when shaliach like picks up the things, right? It's called kinyan, right? Acquisition. So they acquire this book, whatever you want to give them. And now they can give it to you, like it's this guy book. He does not even know that I want to give him book. So shaliach can give, or I can give him because it's his book. Like very simple. But we're going to learn the details. Okay.